Here are rappers who are expected to drop rap albums this year. Let's get into it. So our first one is Central C with his album Can't Rush Greatness, which is dropping on January 24th, which you already know Central C did drop a couple of singles last year with dropping a big hit with Lil Baby called Band for Band, which will be on this album, and this song was like a hit with like hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify. Also, Gen Z will be on this album, which dropped last year, and we should be getting one more single before this album drops. We also know that there's 6 features on this album, with Lil Baby being one of them, but we don't know who the other features are. But this album, Can't Rush Greatness by Central C, will be dropping on January 24th of this month. Another album dropping this month is Destroy Lonely with an album title that we do not know yet, but it is a mixtape because last month he did say that he will be dropping at the top of the month next year, which is obviously January this month.
I'm dropping new music. I got a mixtape coming out in the top of the motherfucking year. We not doing no album this time, you know what I'm saying? We dropping real raw, real feelings. We back on that original shit, you know what I'm saying? We pushing big YV shit, we pushing big B's. Getting money on, you know what I mean?
And we know that Destroy Lonely did drop an album last year and a deluxe, and he has been on tour last year and is on tour right now from January to March. But yeah, expect Destroy Lonely's album to drop this month. Nothing officially confirmed though, but yeah, that's what he said at least. Next we got Ye, who was meant to drop Bully last year sometime. We don't know exactly when it was meant to drop, but there was pre-orders up for it on his website where you could pre-order it, and then it just got delayed and pushed back. But Ye has been a lot more active recently on social media and promoting the album Bully, so we could expect it to drop very soon. I would say in the next couple of months, like 2, 3, 4 months max. But yeah, expect Ye to drop Bully very soon. Next we got Playboi Carti with iMusic, which we all know that was meant to drop last year, but it obviously didn't and it got pushed back. But 2025 music, could it still drop this year? I do still have faith it could drop this year. I know everyone's thinking it won't drop this year, but I do think it will drop this year. We just gotta keep, you know, waiting for it and hopefully it drops. I don't know exactly when Playboi Carti will drop iMusic, like it could be any date this year, but let me know your thoughts and when you think it could drop, because when this drop, I think it will be the biggest rap album of this year. For sure selling 300k first week. This isn't really a rap album, but it is from a rapper and another artist. But it's Drake and Party Next Door with their collab album that was meant to drop last year, or was expected to drop last year, but expected to drop very soon because Drake is going on tour in Australia, which I will be seeing him live in February. I wouldn't say the album is going to drop before then because he would only have like this month to drop it, which he still needs hype and promo for it. But I would say it's dropping March, April, May. I'd say like the album is very done or close to being finished by Drake and Party Next Door. But let me know if you're excited for this club album. Next we got A$AP Rocky with Don't Be Dumb, which was literally had a like release date for last year on August 31st, I believe. We got like 2, 3 singles, which are all fire in my opinion. But then it just got pushed back to September, and then we never heard anything about it. There was no news about it, no reason why it got pushed back, which is confusing to me. But we can expect it to drop this year. I don't know when. Maybe it got changed or something, or reasons why it couldn't be dropped or it got pushed back. But still expect it to drop this year sometime. Next we got Trippy Red, my second favorite artist of all time, is dropping Live Love Die this year. Once again, we all thought or like expected this to drop last year, but it never did. And that's with most of these albums on this list that we thought were going to drop last year, but they never did. But we can for sure see Live Love Die dropping this year by Trippy Red. I would say in the next couple of months. Then he's obviously going to go on tour for it, but we do know his kid is expected to be in May, so I'd say the album could drop like just after, like in June, July, August or something. I don't know, but let me know your thoughts and let me know if you're excited for Trippy Red's album Live Love Die. Next we got Spider, Young Thug, who is dropping an album this year. Like we can just expect it. You know, he got out of jail last year, and that verse on Lil Baby's album, he had the best feature on the album, best like verse on the album. Like that shit was so hard. Thugger is back, and I do believe Thug is on Lil Baby's deluxe album with a new verse, obviously since being out of jail, which is gonna go hard, I already know. But Young Thug's album this year could be another top 5 albums of this year in my opinion. But I would say Young Thug's album is gonna drop much later in the year, in my opinion. Obviously he would have to like plan it, because like he just got released from jail basically, and he would want the album to be good and solid since it's his first album since being out, which is understandable. Next we got Ken Carson, which once again we thought it was going to drop last year, but it never did. But Ken Carson is expected to drop more Chaos this year. But I would say this is dropping before Playboi Carti's album, since Ken is signed to OPM and, you know, Carti's fans would want to be hyped for Carti's album. And in the meantime, obviously they would want to listen to Lone, which is dropping this month. And Ken Carson could drop in like 2, 3, 4 months or something. Maybe less, because Ken is expected to tour Australia in April. And I'm sure he would want a new album out, but I'm not too sure. Let me know when you think Ken Carson will drop more Chaos though. Next we've got Yeet with A Dangerous Life. You know, Yeet dropped 2 albums last year, 2 crazy albums, which I actually thought were pretty good in my opinion. But I would say this would be the only Yeet album this year, and it would drop much later in the year, since, you know, Yeet dropped 2 albums last year and was actually consistent with music last year. But I don't know too much about this album besides hearing some snippets, but yeah, expect this to drop like towards the end of the year in my opinion. Next we got J. Cole, The Fall Off, which I heard was dropping like the past 2 years or something. I'm not too sure, but obviously J. Cole dropped last year with Might Delete Later, and obviously he was beefing with Kendrick Lamar for like a song or 2 and then, you know, backed out of it, which is understandable. But J. Cole could be dropping The Fall Off this year, which would be crazy and hard and fire if J. Cole actually came through and did that. Hopefully he does though. There are a lot more albums expected to drop this year. If this video does well, I will do a part 2, but let me know which album you're most excited for to listen to this year. For me, it would be Trippy Red, Live, Love, Die. In my opinion, I with Trippy the most, and I'm excited for that album. But yeah, check out my channel for more videos, like and subscribe for more. It's me, NDC. See ya.